Welcome back. Today I'm going to be making 4-leaf clover emoji faces, so let's get started. First, going to start with a guide point. I'm going to be sketching these out in pencil as well, and I'm going to come a little above the guide point and start to make kind of a vertical straight line up and then curve it around to one side, and then I want to symmetrically match that on the other side, so coming up and curving it around to the other side. Now all the center points are going to come back to this guide point. So, we're going to come around and we're going to make almost these heart shapes for each leaf area. So I'm going to come around again. And again, you can see I'm coming back in toward the center guide point, but not all the way. All right, now I'm going to start another one here, coming out and around. Again, another one of these heart shapes. So we're going to slightly come into a point and then curve it back out. And again, you can see I'm heading in toward the center there. If I was to make an implied line, it would come right through the center. Up again for the last leaf shape here. So I'm going to come around to here into a slight point and then back out and around. Again, if that was the center, I'm coming in toward the center, and then we'll just finish it off with the last heart shape here. Okay, these I'm going to bring in slightly further toward the center. Okay, in the center here, I'm going to make the emoji face or the kawaii face. I'm going to start with a circle on this side and a circle on this side for some open eyes. And then in the center here, I'm going to make a curved line across, and then a curved line for an open mouth on the bottom. And we'll come back and we'll detail that. Let's make the stem. So I'm going to start here, curve a line diagonally down, across on the bottom, wider toward the base here, and then we'll come in slightly narrow to a point toward the tip of the stem. All right, so that's going to be the sketch for the first 4-leaf clover. I'm going to come over and make another one on this side. So again, I'm going to start with this guide point right about here. Again, a little higher than the guide point. We're going to bring up a vertically straight line, curve it around, and then I'm also going to make the one symmetrically on the other side, curve it around. So we're going to make them pretty close together. I'm going to curve around another line, and again, coming in toward this center guide point. Let's come back up to this top one, again curving this around and coming back in toward that center guide point. And we'll start the third one here, in slightly to a point, curve it back around. Here's the center again, slightly in, coming back out and curving it around for our last clover leaf, and in toward, again, that center point. Let's come down here and make the stem, starting from the center here, bring it a curved line in toward the other shamrock or the other 4-leaf clover, across the bottom, and then back up. And we'll make the emoji face on this one. I'm going to make some curved lines, like the eyes are kind of squinting closed, and then a curved line in the middle with a rounded opening for the mouth. All right, looks pretty good. Let's add some eyelashes on this one. How about that? We'll make this one a girl, and the one on the other side will be a boy. All right, so adding some color. I'm going to get into a light green color first, and I'm going to go ahead and just fill in that whole space by outlining the shape of the whole 4-leaf clover. And I like to outline, it just helps provide kind of more of a broader base outline so I don't go out of the lines. I'm using a light green for this. You can use any sort of green shade you want. You can even make a 4-leaf clovers in different colors too. So just have fun with this and be creative and enjoy the St. Patrick's Day kind of celebrations. Are a lot of fun. All right, let's come over here and add an outline to the other clover. I'm also going to outline these with a black marker as well, so if I do go out of the lines or if I do need to make some more detail areas in here, I can always do that with the black marker that I'm going to use to outline. Be careful not to go out of the lines. And just take this part slowly, because filling in the wider space is a little easier than adding this outline here. For me, anyway, because I like to just make sure I'm not going out of the lines. I'm also going to outline the kawaii face here. Okay, and then also the stem on this 4-leaf clover. And we'll just fill this one in since it doesn't have too much space there, and this one as well. I'm also going to just erase this little guide point in here. I don't want that to smudge when I'm adding the color, because these are alcohol-based markers, and sometimes they can add or they can kind of just smudge a little bit because of they do come to be a little wet or liquid. So again, I'm just following that contour line around, filling in that space. And as this curves, my marker curves around to follow, again, that contour line. Just gives it a nice design element and allows it to really kind of focus in on the form of the 4-leaf clover. Okay, coming over to this 4-leaf clover. I love using this green color. It just reminds me so much of spring and kind of all the flowers and trees that are about to bloom, and it's really fun to see for me. I love nature and just seeing all of that green kind of happen again. Alright, one's going to be for the light green. I'm going to jump into a black marker here and use this to do some outlining. So I'm going to outline the kawaii faces first. Leave a little bit of a highlight on the corner of the eye. Okay, and then I'm going to outline the whole 4-leaf clover all the way around, coming in a little further on some of these lines toward the center. This is just a really fun drawing. You can always change the kawaii face or the expression on these drawings. I think they're a lot of fun to make, because you can just really be very creative with them. and make them your own. And I'm going to add a little bit of pink color in here for the mouth, and the opening for the mouth. And maybe just some little blushies on both because they're so cute and happy. And I'm going to do one more thing, just add a little bit of shading to the stems with just a bit of a darker green, which will add a little bit of form to my design. I'll kind of just make them stand out a little bit. And I'm going to do this on each of the leaf shapes here, but on one side of them. So just kind of the inside of each of the clover leaves. This just adds a little shadow and shading in here to kind of, like I said, just give it a little bit of form and make it kind of stand out a little bit more. Can even add some to the inside here. I like these markers. They just allow me to layer over a lighter color, which is really nice. You can also do this with crayon and various different types of markers. It doesn't necessarily have to be the markers I'm using. And that's going to conclude the drawing for our 4-leaf clover emoji face. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a lot of fun to draw. Give it a try. Bye.